These people have magazines from when, like, Brad and Angelina only had like half a dozen kids. Now they've got like 6 dozen. But he's like selling cranes to people who have no business buying cranes. Just picture some guy coming home and he's like, honey, you're never gonna believe what I got. And he brings out some keys. He's like, go out in the driveway. And she's like, oh my gosh. And she runs outside and she's like, honey, why is there a 100-foot tall crane in our driveway? And the guy's like, man, now that you say that, I mean, it seems like a terrible decision, but the salesman, he was just very convincing. My guess, the guy's name is Jeff. Because it's been my experience, hardworking guys tend to be named Jeff. Ladies, if you see a guy, if you ever meet a guy and his name is Jeff, just marry him right then. Because he's not going to stay on the market for long, I'll tell you that. Gentlemen, if your name is Jeff, you're welcome for that one, all right? That was free. Like, how many of you guys know we go through phases, right? If you say you're not, it's probably because you're in a phase. Some of you guys right now are really into, like, Justin Bieber, and hey, I'm not dogging. I think the chick can sing, all right? She's got a voice. See, I really believe that each and every one of us was given a pretty unique set of circumstances. All of us have a very unique set of parents, of siblings or no siblings, of gifts and talents and flaws, of strengths and weaknesses. You are just completely unique. And you have an opportunity to write a story that nobody else has ever written before. But you know what we're doing instead? And it's sad. We're trying to see what the guy next to us is writing. Like, we have this opportunity to create something just incredible and unique and one in a million, and we're just all kind of trying to do the same thing. We're cheating off of him. We're like, okay, like, be popular, right? Like, do what everyone else does. Oh, that's good, all right? Kind of lay low, right? Don't stand up for anything. Nobody else will ever have the same chance that you have. There are people that you can impact that nobody else is ever going to be able to impact. That there are things that you can do that nobody else will ever be able to do. So what if that guy has so much more money than you, or so much more talent than you, or so much more of this or that, and he doesn't have the problems that you have? You know what? What is that to you? What does that matter to you? Unless your story is going to be all about how jealous you are of that guy, then it doesn't matter. Wish him the best. Hope that he makes the best out of his circumstances, and you make the best out of yours. Imagine that your life is this book, and you're on page 8. We're like, man, I just wish I could page ahead to 35 and see what's going on, right? Like, I just wish I could flip to chapter 7 and see what's happening there. But you don't need to know that right now, because it would ruin the story for you. Just think, how many of us are going to get to the end of our lives and go, man, people said that I was really good at this instrument, or man, I really showed promise in this one area, but I just never really did anything with that, because it seemed like, you know, it wasn't going to be popular, or maybe it was going to be a lot of work. And then now here you are, like 70 years old with nothing to show for it. So we have one shot at this. You have one shot at living the life that you have. Guys, I'm out of time. I appreciate you guys letting me come here and speak this morning. Thank you guys so much. You've been wonderful. Give it up for him.